the Mini Workshop Series podcast, dedicated to your continuous learning. The Mini Workshop Series podcasts are crafted to enhance and reinforce your learning after you had experienced the live Mini Workshop Series workshop.
Perceptual Flexibility. Welcome. Our topic today is perceptual flexibility. Perception is everything you see, hear, or experience. Everything you perceive is specific to you. We do not really see reality, we only perceive it. The understanding of this truth is the fundamental NLP principle, that the map is not the territory. It is the subtle but important distinction to inwardly know that what we see is only our interpretation of reality. We're always providing interpretations based upon our own subjective, faulty, and biased paradigms. This affects not just how we understand the world, but how we understand people. The ability to see things from the point of view of others is a key skill in understanding them. The first thing you must know is that our perception operates as our projection. Was there never a time when you met someone and thought, "Oh my, how arrogant"? You're fully in charge of how you perceive others. If you see them as arrogant, you are actually recognizing arrogance in yourself. How else would you know what arrogance looks like? People choose how they wish to behave, not you. If you focus and interpret others based on your own yardstick, you project onto others how you want them to act. They become the actors in your movie. You are God and you know what they think and feel. How ridiculous does that sound? So instead of jumping into conclusions, make sure you give the other person a fair chance to be the actor in his own movie. Things are never what they seem. Our perceptions are formed only after being filtered by our memory, language ability, decisions, values, and beliefs. These filters help us make meaning of things, but they generalize, delete, and distort perception, which unfortunately means that the narrower and limited your filters are, the more inaccurate your perception. Instead of using just your filters, try other perceptual positions. Consider walking in another person's shoe. Walk, see, hear, feel, think, and believe the way the other person would. You can't fully understand someone until you've experienced what it's like to be him. Use the NLP perceptual positions to create a richer sense of another person's experience using your memory and imagination. There are 5 basic perceptual positions. First, take on your own perceptual position. Associate yourself with the situation as though it is happening right now. Then, take on the other's perceptual position. Be in the other person's shoe. Make sure you remove all remnants of yourself from this position. You are the other person. Third, the subtype perceptual position. Be an uninvolved observer. How would this observer feel about what's going on? Fourth, the synthesis perceptual position. Be the family, the company, the institution. This position transcends all individual identities and relationships. How would it feel about what's going on? And finally, the godly perceptual position. Take on a larger-than-life perspective. How would the universe feel about what's going on? So check yourself regularly and ask, what beliefs do I have that greatly affects how I perceive things? Are all my experiences, knowledge, and abilities shared by everyone in the world? Does everyone perceive things exactly the same way I do? How do I interpret information? Am I careful? You'll slowly realize that the world is indeed larger than you. What you know and perceive is so limited that it's absolutely unfair to speak and feel for others. Remember, we don't see things as they are. We see them as we are.
We trust you have enjoyed this podcast. Keep in mind, it's not how much you know, but what you do with what you know that matters. So take massive action now and empower yourself for success. Thank you for listening to Mini Workshop Series podcast, brought to you by Mini Workshop Series, a new approach and fresh perspective to corporate training.